Thanks for joining us here on the Bearcats Sports Network. It's time to preview our final regular season football game of 2015, and we're joined by McKendree football coach Mike Babcock. And Coach, looking back at last Saturday's game, senior day at Lehman Field, the Bearcats and Quincy University, the in-state battle, it was a tight contest most of the way, but McKendree taking control with a big fourth quarter, posting a 56-30 win. You had to be excited not only to see big numbers on offense, but big plays on defense as well.
You know, it was a great team effort, and what a great game. I mean, back and forth, and I got to give my hat off to Quincy and their coaching staff. You know, they did a nice job of really rallying the guys and being physical up front, especially on offense, you know, and keeping the game tight. And it was a really fun game. So, you know, offensively, you know, great numbers, great players, you know, just high execution. And then, like you said, you know, fourth quarter, defense comes up big, getting some big stops, and that's really what put the game away. So, very happy to win that kind of in-state rivalry game, and away we go.
Offensively, you couldn't ask for a much more balanced attack. It's the first time in school history McKendree's rushed for 300 and thrown for 300 yards in a game. Isaac Fisher, his yeoman-like performance, again, 296 yards, even caught a touchdown pass, ran for 117 yards, and also Cheyenne Edwards, 110 yards. It's the first time McKendree's had two 100-yard rushers in 5 seasons.
You know, a great job, like you said, of just being balanced. You know, we challenged our guys on the sideline, especially the offensive line, to say, okay, you know, other than our quarterback running for a lot of yardage, have we gotten a tailback to run for a lot of yardage? And so they took offense to that, I think, a little bit, which is good. So, you know, they opened up some big holes, and Cheyenne, I think, had a fantastic day and really kind of, you know, took it into his own or whatever, that starting spot, and did a very nice job in making some big plays. So very happy to see with what our offense did.
And although the defense didn't record a sack last Saturday, the front seven constantly kept pressure on the Quincy quarterback, the running backs, and really kept the tempo going, especially into that fourth quarter. It looked like they might have worn down the Quincy offense a little bit.
You know, I think defensively, you know, it's still that, you know, learning how to play fast and play hard for all 4 quarters. And like I said, Quincy did a nice job of just running the ball and you know, being physical, coming up with a big play here and there. You know, they did a nice job, but you know, our defense was able to step up, you know, fairly well and be able to control them when they needed to. So, you know, like I said, in the end, a win's a win, and it doesn't matter who played good and who played bad. All you can do is learn from it and move forward to the next game.
And looking ahead to that next game, McKendree hits the road for its final regular season game in 2015 at Truman State University, a team the Bearcats are still looking to solve, 0-3 all-time against Truman. This is shaping up to be a battle of the Bearcats' high-octane offense against a very good Truman State defense, which leads the GLVC coming into Saturday's game.
Well, you know, the biggest thing with Truman State is they're extremely well coached. I mean, Coach Nesbitt has these guys playing hard, playing fast. I mean, there's a reason why this team is the top defense in the conference. I mean, they fly around. They're extremely sound in what they do. They have fun and really kind of a relentless style of defense, which kind of causes havoc for offenses. So at the end of the day, when it's our offense versus their defense, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to execution. Who's going to execute at a higher level? Are we going to be able to protect it up front, be able to throw a great pass, catch it? You know, are we going to be able to block up front, make, you know, big holes for our running backs to be able to make plays? You know, it's kind of football 101, and really that's what's kind of fun about it, is to say, you know, who's going to show up on Saturday.
Talk a little bit about their offense, what we can expect from the Bulldogs.
You know, they do a nice job of mixing it up. You know, you're going to see run, you're going to see pass, you're going to see screens, you're going to see quarterback run, you're going to see, you know, a little bit of everything, and you know, trying to find ways to kind of move that ball, and more importantly, get playmakers the ball. You know, and that's, you know, a lot like what we do. We try to find ways to, you know, get our playmakers the ball. They're trying to do the same thing as well. So the big thing for our defense is being able to corral the quarterback, to corral the running back, you know, force them into long, you know, passing situations, and then hopefully find a way to get off the field on third down. It was a big thing that we missed last week, is just getting off the field, whether it's turnover, whether it's third down. That's something that we really need to work on this week.
3 months ago, the Bearcats come into preseason camp. There were a lot of expectations, a lot of good feelings after the finish to last year. McKendree comes into the regular season finale 7-2, 5-2 in the GLVC, a chance to solidify second place in the league. Talk about the progression of this team from the preseason camp all the way going into the season finale.
Well, you know, you talk about you always want to play your best ball at the end of the year, you know, especially if you have a chance to, you know, make the playoffs, get in the playoffs, and finally in that last national championship game. But that's really what this game is about. It's a long season. Every team in America is banged up and hurt, not just physically but mentally. It's a long season. Can we push through it? Can we finish? Can we get to that next step and be able to go on the road in our last game of the year and beat a very well coached, very good football team? Can we be great? And that's what we're looking for, on Saturday.
Well, Coach, it's been a great season up to this point. Don't expect anything less on Saturday. I know it's going to be a battle. Good luck as you head to Truman State.
Appreciate it.
Don't forget, we'll have the call of the Truman State McKendree game live on the Bearcats Sports Network. The pregame show begins at 12:45. www.mckbearcats.com/watch. We'll have kickoff at 1 o'clock, and Coach Babcock will join us for postgame comments.
Appreciate it.